Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Rants About Tech Live for this Wednesday, March 12th, 2025. It's sunny out here. We're still enjoying the sun. Like it's been great here in Philadelphia the last few days. I can't lie. We've been enjoying the sun. I've been soaking it up. I've been getting outside. Been cooped up a long time for the winter. I say for the winter like it's over. It's not over. We got a long way to go. But thank you for joining me today if you're here. I appreciate you. We got a few things to talk about today. Some tech news, not a lot. I'm not gonna hold you. Not a lot of tech news, but we got 3D printer stuff to talk about. Holy cow! I've been through some things over the last few days, especially the weekend with the 3D printer. So a couple of things I wanted to share the last live, but I couldn't share because the mics wasn't set up. We'll get to that today. We'll get to all of that today. A shout out to the people that are in the chat early. I see The Rock already. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. We gotta get the horns going. Whenever I see people pop up, that's when we're going to get the horns going. Yeah, so again, thank you for joining me. Today, we're going to get to the happies. It's Happy National Alfred Hitchcock Day. So for those who don't know, Alfred Hitchcock, American staple. Like, I don't know how many of you guys ever watched any Alfred Hitchcock as a kid, but I grew up watching Alfred Hitchcock as a kid. Oh boy, you see that back there? Oh, let me get out of the way. Get out of your own way. You see that back there? Oh, we got screensavers. We got Rants About Tech screensavers coming. I'm curating a little list. I'm just gonna put them out there on the website for people to download. It's gonna be great. Alfred Hitchcock, yeah. So staple in American filmography. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and let's just take a look at Alfred Hitchcock. I mean, this dude had a unique look. He had a definite unique look. So, Alfred Hitchcock, director. I'm almost sure he was a writer as well. Dude was amazing. So, yeah, National Alfred Hitchcock Day today. We got National Baked Scallops Day. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't do the scallops. But if you partake, you know, enjoy you some scallops today. Enjoy some scallops today. In the chat, The Rock says it's always sunny in Philadelphia. That's what TV told me. They lied to me too. I was lied to as well. I got here thinking that it's always sunny. But you know what? When I visited, before I moved here, it was always sunny. Every time I came, it was sunny. It was great every time I came. Cold, because I was always coming in the winter when you could get here cheaply and stay in hotels. But, you know, yeah. So that was a thing. That was a thing. But it's typically sunny. How about not maybe always, typically sunny in Philadelphia? There we go. That's the new slogan we're rolling with right there. The last one we got is National Working Moms Day. So if you're a working mom out there, where my hat at? I gotta get a hat. Oh, I need a hat. Where's my hat? Oh. Okay. All right. My hat's off to you, moms who working. My hat's off to you, no doubt. You deserve it. You deserve it. Okay, I'm done with the hat. All right. That is the happies for today. Promos. If you're watching the show, thank you. I appreciate you. If you're in there live, thank you. Appreciate you. You're supporting the show. You're supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate all the love. Another ways to show appreciation though and support. Rants About Tech t-shirts at the Rants About Tech website, rantsaboutTech.com. There we go. I got it all out finally. You can show your support that way as well. Just a thank you for what I do here. A monetary thank you. And there's non-monetary thank yous. Being here. I appreciate you. So thank you. Like, support, or subscribe. All of those things support the channel. So thank you in any way you choose to support the channel. I appreciate you. Matter of fact, we got 7 people in the chat right now. Just go ahead and hit that like button. You know what I mean? Help your boy out. Hit that like button, and we're off to the races. What do we got here? So some news topics. But before we get to news topics, actually, what do we got? Oh boy, we trying to get this reset going. So let's get the transition going. News topic on the way. All right. First thing we got up here is going to be, it's not that, and it isn't any of that. It's Google begs owners of crippled Chromecast not to hit factory reset. So if you have, we talked about this on the show earlier in the week. I think Monday we talked about this. Sunday night, I couldn't Chromecast anything to my Chromecast from the phone. So it was a problem doing that. I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't. I just attributed it to the problem my phone's been having for the last week of not being able to wirelessly Bluetooth connect to things. It's time for a new phone. I'm eyeing that Pixel 10. I was going to go get the 9, but I'm like, the 10 will be out in like 3 months. Just wait. So anyway, maybe the 10. I may pull the trigger before then and get the 9. We'll see. The thing is, though, if I talked about in that story where I couldn't like cast to my Chromecast. And it turns out the next morning when I came to do the live show, I was doing research and stories, things I wanted to talk about. And it popped up that the Chromecast, the second generation, which is the one I had, were having problems. They weren't able to be connected to. They had some restrictions, some kind of restriction message popped up. I didn't get that message myself, but I wasn't able to Chromecast to cast to it. Turns out there's a authentication issue going on. I guess there's some kind of registration that expired for authentication for those Chromecasts. And so now it doesn't authenticate as an actual Chromecast device anymore. And that's what this article right here is talking about from the Register, which is weird. It didn't come up on Google News. I'm like, I'm trying to find this. Where is it at? I had to get out of Google News, go into the random Bing search, and we found it. So on Sunday, users of these gadgets encountered an untrusted device error. So that's the error I was talking about that I didn't get personally, but other people did get, preventing them from casting content to TVs and other devices. Others displays rather. Tech-savvy netizens quickly traced the issues to an expired Google-owned intermediate certificate authority, which lapsed on March 9th at 1644 UTC, which I'm thinking, what is 1644 UTC? I would love to learn UTC. Anybody out there learning UTC? Because I would love to learn that. 1644 UTC. 2 EST. I want to see exactly what time it was in my time. So it's 4 hours ahead. Okay, so what do we got? 4 hours ahead of that. 16. So 8. No, yeah, it would have been 4. 1644 is 4:44, so it would have been 8 p.m. Eastern time. This would have happened. So it kind of coincides when I was trying to Chromecast things to watch. But yeah, so if you're having this problem, do not factory reset because it's not supported anymore. So you won't get an update to fix this. You will effectively brick your device. What they're asking people to do is wait for a fix for it. I'll tell you when that hits if you don't find out yourself, if you are having this problem yourself. So this is just something that are affecting second gen and older Chromecasts that I know of. Anything newer than that, you won't have this issue. So yeah, just something to take note of there. All right, next thing we got on the docket is X was down. So I mean, there's nothing to really cover about outages other than they're out. And again, you don't really know what's going on most of the time. So it's not really worth covering most of the time, I guess. And plus, it's resolved already. So, but I did want to mention it since it happened since we last talked. There was a outage of the Twitter/X service. It was a DDoS attack. Denial of service, and no one really knows what exactly happened or where it originated from. There's a lot of speculation going around, but that's essentially what happened. It got hit by a DDoS attack, was down for a little while, but it is back up right now, and that's really all I have to say about that. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so the next story we got here is new FBI warning, delete smishing. Oh, whoa, let's give it that. Delete smishing text on iPhone and Android now. So typically, you don't get these kind of warnings from the FBI to delete anything or to do anything on your phone, but I felt this was worth mentioning, that the government is telling basically people to, hey, if you get these smishing texts on your iPhone, and they basically tied to tolls and toll fees that you may or may not have. Yeah, so basically if you get these, they're telling people just delete them because they have malicious code attached to them, especially if you're clicking on them. If you do that, then you're sharing some of your personal information inadvertently by doing that. So it's best just to get rid of it. It says that the text claim the recipient owes money for unpaid tolls and contains almost identical language. The FBI stated, however, the link provided within the text is created to impersonate the state's toll service name and phone number, as it appears to change between states. So just something to keep an eye out for. If you're getting these things, just go ahead and delete them right off your phone so you don't have any issues with that at all. So the next thing we got here is Manus. So I wanted to take a look at this Manus video. It's a 4-minute long video, so not very long. And there's another video I wanted to take a look at that kind of talks about it from a perspective of somebody who does more AI than I do. So I wanted to kind of get a feel for what this thing was. If you guys have a take on Manus, let me know. I know this is another AI tool that's used that uses minimal resources, kind of like the DeepSeek. They're both out of China, so the Chinese market for AI is really like spearheading this march towards efficient running AI models and using the least amount of energy possible to run these systems, using the least amount of chips to run these systems, and costing the least amount of money to run these chips. So they put a spin on how AI has been generated in the US, and people are starting to change their trajectory on what they do and how much they spend on AI because of these models and because how cheap they are, free. So yeah, so that's something to take a look at. So let's go ahead and take a look at Manus and see what we got here. Actually, you know what? 1 second. Manus, because I want to hear too.
Hi, I'm Pete from Manus AI. For the past year, we've been quite...
Sorry. Let's cut that right now. All right. I think we're good.
Early building what we believe is the next evolution in AI. And today, we're launching an early preview of Manus, the first general AI agent. This isn't just another chatbot or workflow. It's a truly autonomous agent that...
So, just some context. Agents are, I mean, I think I've said this plenty of times on the live. Agents are going to be, like, I said it before 2025 came. They're going to be the hotness of 2025. And here we are in 2025, and they are the hotness. And it doesn't seem to slow down yet. So, and what agents basically are, is just, agent is, it uses AI. So it's just a piece of the model that only works on your data, right? Or only the data that you feed it. And can carry out automated tasks on the data that you give it. So that's essentially what agents are. Instead of it being a broad model that does all these different things, agents are kind of more specific models for more specific tasks, and for more specific data. So that's basically where we're at with that.
Bridges the gap between conception and execution.
Good morning, good morning. Before we get on with this video, let's start this video over. We got a couple people joining the chat right now. We got Mr. Media and we got Mr. Mike. Oh, snap. Both of the misters in the house. The voice of reason is here, no doubt. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get the air horns going, because you know we got to do that. I appreciate you guys joining us, and good morning. All right, let's go ahead and continue with it. We're on to the Manus AI. We're trying to figure out whether it's worth our attention or not.
Hi, I'm Pete from Manus AI. For the past year, we've been building what we believe is the next evolution in AI.
Oh, he would be a killer to work for Peak Design, who, by the way, just released a roller bag. We might talk about that today. It might be a long stream.
And today, we're launching an early preview of Manus, the first general AI agent. This isn't just another chatbot or workflow. It's a truly autonomous agent that bridges the gap between conception and execution. While other AI stops at generating ideas, Manus delivers results. We see it as the next paradigm of human-machine collaboration, and potentially a glimpse into AGI. Now let me show you.
Oh, can you believe it? All right, 1 second. I gotta get headphones. I don't have them. Oh, I do. Okay. Phew. My headphones died. I can't believe that just happened. Now I have to plug them up. All right. Let's plug these up. Bam. Now we gotta plug headphones up. My bad, you guys. My bad. I had a late night last night, so I typically would remember to charge the headphones, but I was so tired. I totally forgot. Oh. Okay, now let's figure out which one of these work. I think it's this one. Okay, are we good?
Manus in action across 3 completely different tasks.
Oh, that's not the one that works. This is.
Let's start with an easy one. In this example, we'll ask Manus to help screen resumes. I've just sent Manus a zip file containing 10 resume documents. Since each Manus agent has its own computer, it can work like a human. First unzipping the file, then browsing through each resume page by page, and recording important information to documents.
Is the audio skipping? Because I think it's skipping for me. Holy, I think I'm gonna have to go and get my other pair of headphones. Holy cow.
Manus works asynchronously in the cloud, which means you can close your laptop anytime, and Manus will notify you when everything is complete. Of course, you can also give Manus new instructions at any time. Here I've sent Manus 5 more resumes. After carefully reading all 15 resumes, Manus provides its ranking suggestions, along with candidate profiles and evaluation criteria as supporting materials. This is pretty good, but I prefer a spreadsheet. Let's have Manus create one.
Now, I guess it's showing what it's thinking or doing on the right side, and the commands are on the left side here. I'm hoping that's what's happening. I think that's what's happening here.
Manus has its own knowledge and memory, so it can teach Manus that the next time it handles a similar task, it will deliver a spreadsheet right away. In this example, we have Manus conduct some research. It needs to filter New York properties based on multiple criteria. For complex tasks, Manus first breaks them down and creates a to-do list. Manus begins by searching and carefully.
Now, all right, I'm going to be honest. None of this really means anything to me. This is typical AI stuff. Like, I'm not sure what the hype is about. None of this that I've heard so far sounds, I don't know. Just thing. No, I didn't attend clown college, but you know what I did attend? I attended SU, Binghamton University, and I also attended Oswego University. I attended those colleges, though. They're good. I don't know about clown college, though. I don't know how good they are. That sounds bogus. That doesn't sound like a real university. You might want to check your sources. You might want to. Let's move on. Yeah, this doesn't sound like much to me. I don't know. This doesn't sound like much at all. You know what? Let's go ahead and skip this and go straight to like some commentary of this.
Allows you to build or research or do pretty much anything.
All right, here we go.
So this is Manus, a generalized AI agent system that allows you to build or research or do pretty much anything. And it's using the most cutting edge tools out there. It's like combining Operator with deep research, giving it its own Linux environment, having multiple agents work together, and it works really well. Let's just watch a demo of how it works. So this is deeply analyzing the Tesla stock, and this is a replay. So I'd like a thorough analysis of Tesla stock, including, and we give it a bunch of instructions. The first thing you'll see it do is come up with a to-do.
Okay, so the right-hand side was the train of thought, or the chain of thought. So that right side was the chain of thought of what the AI was actually doing. Yeah. Let's hear this.
To-do list, and so this is what you're seeing, and it's operating at the same time, by the way. So create a project directory, create a to-do file, outline all the requirements. And it's really cool because you can actually see it working along the way, and it can use the browser, and you can take over at any time and check out.
It's like Operator. It's like OpenAI's Operator. I wonder if this is just an agent, if this is just someone saying, I'm not going to create an AI model. I'm just going to spend all of my time and energy creating a really good agent based off someone else's model. Whose model are they using?
The Linux environment, it's super impressive. But the cool thing is, most of these tools are open source. It's probably using Claude 3.7 Sonnet under the hood.
Ah, okay. So this guy's saying it's probably using Claude. You know what's so funny about Claude? Not Claude, but Anthropic, the company who makes Claude. What's so funny about that situation is that they're backed by, let me get my facts straight here. Who backs Anthropic here? Amazon. So Amazon, there we go. So Amazon is the largest backer of Anthropic, who is the maker of Claude Sonnet, which is the AI that's being talked about right now. It's funny that obviously Amazon is building their own AI, yet they're the biggest investor in Anthropic, who's building their own AI. It's a very weird situation how this works. I guess it doesn't matter. As long as you got money, you can throw money in any different pot, including your own that you want, right? Very interesting, though. Let's go to the chat real quick. I have maybe 30 sets of headphones. You can have one. Dude, I only have 2 sets of headphones. I had 3. I had one pair that I thought I'd never have to replace. Where are they at? They're in the trash. I had one pair I thought I'd never have to replace. I paid $350 for these headphones. The Microsoft Surface headphones. The Surface 2 headphones. I like the manual button on them. The manual dial button. it was, I'm like, because everyone was going with the touch. I'm like, I don't want that. I inadvertently touch my ears and stuff all the time, or I'm grabbing the headphones and then it turns it off or moves the volume or switches the podcast I'm listening to. Crazy stuff. So I was like, a manual you turn one knob, it turns up the volume, it turns down the volume. The other knob on the other can turns up and down the noise canceling. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. They lasted less than a year. Like $350 down the drain, bro. I thought I was going to have those things. But by comparison, my brother spent $400 on his Apple EarPod or his Apple headsets, the metal ones. He's had those for over 4 years. I'm like, he spent $50 more than me, has had his headphones for 3 more years than I had mine. Like, anyway, lesson learned. These are good. These headphones I've been using are good. They're Sony's. I don't know what model number though. They're the model right below their highest tier ones. That one. I'm gonna buy the Sony highest tier ones when I get the money. I only had a little bit of money to buy these, so I was like, okay, I'll get those. But I want one with a metal headband because that's where the pressure point is for me. Taking on and off all the time, putting it around my neck, sitting it on my forehead because my forehead big. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I'm not under no misconception about my forehead. It's big. So when I'm sitting the headphones on the forehead, they listen. I need sturdiness. I need durability. I'm hard on stuff. I'm not even on front. I know who I am. Okay, and who I am is hard on all tech. So that's why I need durable, really sturdy, good quality tech. Let's go back to the chat. Happy Hump Day, eInk. We made it. Listen, we made it, y'all. We made it to midweek. If you in your cubicle right now listening to this, or you at work anywhere listening to a podcast, congratulations. You made it. You made it, everybody. I miss so much been behind on the lives and Discord. Greg, aka Gregory, you haven't missed a thing. Okay, we're all here for you. And as far as Discord goes, there's a history. There's a discography you can just go through. It's tons of stuff there, though. I got to warn you, there's tons of stuff there in the Discord. Speaking of which, if you're a member of the channel and you're watching this and you're not in the Discord, go get in the Discord. There's a link in the members post. Go check out the members post. Get your link. Go get in the Discord. It's a good time. We're having fun there. What else we got? I'm gonna take these out while I talk because it's annoying. I'd much rather my headphones. Microsoft can't make hardware. No. You know what? I'm sorry. They've only made one piece of hardware that I think is worth having, and that's this thing right here. This is the Surface laptop, tablet. It's you know what? It's the hinge. The hinge was designed so well, man. This is the only thing they've ever designed that I've ever cared about is this hinge. The hinge that they got on this thing is magic. It's superb. They killed everybody with that hinge. But beyond that hinge, yeah, their hardware chops are super trash. I need to get the trash emoji on the Google on the YouTube so we can throw it out here. I put it on the Discord, but we need to get it on the YouTubes so I can throw the trash emoji out for all the trash that I'm talking about. What else we got here? We got I hung up on people all the time with my earbuds. Yeah, that's the problem. You hang up on people all the time, inadvertently doing crazy stuff because of the touch. That's why I love the tactile feel of the knob. It was great. They made the best headset ever, the LX3000, but they made them like 15 years ago. We talking about Sony? Sheen says, yes, now I dork around with my hearing aids inadvertently all the time. Level up. I cut people off because I have to itch my ear. I hear you. It's a struggle. Just give us a manual knob. It ain't gotta be big. Something we can just roll, so touching it doesn't do crazy stuff. What's going on, BM? How's it going? Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Let's get the air horns going for BM. Shink, every time I push my right earbud in, I hang up. I may have to find that gesture and disable it. Yeah, that was the thing. I disabled it. They had those gestures on the Surface headphones, but I disabled them. That's like the Samsung tab hinges on their Folio. I also had that magnificent hinge on my Surface. Oh my goodness, that hinge is. It's good. It's so good. Just stroking the stem does stuff. Oh boy. You made me say that out loud, Mr. Mike. Oh, damn you. No issues with my Samsung buds. Samsung stuff is pretty good. I won't lie. Their quality's pretty good. They've been doing hardware forever, though. So, and just not just tech. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, not just tech. Not just consumer tech, but in all sectors, right? Screens, displays for all sectors. Most of the displays that you look at today come from Samsung. Yeah, analog knobs are all the bomb. I have to agree. Oh, Greg found a trash emoji. Let me find that thing. Oh, it didn't show up for me. Would you call it garbage? It's not showing up. Wastebasket? Oh, there we go. I was looking at trash and garbage. It's wastebasket. Yeah, but it ain't orange and it don't have a liner, so we don't even know. We got to get our own up in here. I'll make that today. Oh, we got to get on this too because we got to name Mr. Mike. Aaron needs a name for the Discord, you guys. So we got to think of while we're doing the live today, everybody just keep in the back of your mind what title personifies Aaron, aka Mr. Media. And then we got to also think of an icon that we can give him. And I'll make that today. I'll make the title and I'll go and make the icon too. So we got to name Mr. Media today in the Discord. That's on the agenda. Also we got to pick a sticker. We're picking a sticker. We're naming Mr. Media, and we got to pick a sound. Sticker, sound, and Mr. Media. There we go. You guys consider that. If we don't pick one, I'm going to pick one today. It will be picked today, regardless if we pick it or I pick it. I'd rather you guys pick it, because if I pick it, it's not going to be good as a crowdsourced one, I'm sure. Everyone's getting a name. We're just doing it in alphabetical order per show. So every show, we're going to give one member in the Discord a name and a title. It won't change permissions. The permissions will be the same. You'll just have a unique title, and you'll get a unique icon by your name. This is just to signify day one members of the Discord, because in a couple months, I'm going to open the Discord up to everyone. So anyone will be able to join the Discord soon. So I want to name everyone and give everyone icons and titles before that happens. So, we can recognize the day ones from the door. If you got a title, you've been there for a long time. You've been there for a minute. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do an alphabetical order though. So Aaron was the first name on the list in the Discord because Aaron, he's got 2 A's in his name. You can't beat that. So Greg, in the Discord, so we did a whole bunch of stuff in the Discord, Greg. So basically, our Discord has kind of grown a little bit, and we've got boosted to tier 2. And what the boosting did was it gives us the ability to do live streams from the Discord. So we're planning live streams from the Discord now. I haven't gotten it worked out yet, so we haven't done one yet, but that's the plan. That was the whole reason for getting the boost up there. So we've got like 5 people in the Discord, kind enough to boost the Discord to that level. So thank you to all the Discord members and to the people boosting. I really appreciate you. And so because of we're opening the Discord up to right now, the Discord is only for YouTube channel members. I don't know why I did it that way. I just did. But we're going to open it up to everyone in a couple months. And we're going to get everyone named with titles and icons before that happens. And we're going to get the Discord fleshed out with emojis, stickers, and sounds. Because we have that stuff available to us now, getting boosted tier 2. So that's the thing. Dang, he says my real name is Aaron with 3 A's. Oh, Mr. Mike, that was classic. Oh man, that was a good one. All right, all right. So guys, that's how we're gonna do it. But let's go ahead and finish up what we were talking about here, which is Manus. We still haven't finished the Manus video. Let's get back to that.
Usage in your application. There's not really anything under the hood that you couldn't use yourself. But again, it's very, very impressive and very difficult to pull off well. So here we could see, I'll help you create a comprehensive analysis of the Tesla stock. Here it's connecting data sources, so of course it can do web search. Here you can see it's navigating through its own Linux environment, so make directory, P, Tesla analysis, and CD.
So this thing is analyzing Tesla stock, essentially, what the person who's doing the demonstration asked Manus to do. Yeah, I don't know.
Into that directory and create the to-do file. And so this is definitely the most comprehensive no-code agent software that I've ever seen. Here you can see it navigating through the directory. It's installing beautiful soup. And here it's starting to output some information. Now here, if we go forward, we can also see here's some code. Here's the terminal. It switches back to its to-do list and checks it off as it's going. I mean,
that's impressive. Now that I didn't notice that's what was going on before. Do you guys see that? It's boxes and it's Xing off those boxes as it goes through and does them. That's impressive. I like that. That's a nice little touch that I don't think no one else has in their chain of thought programming for their AI models. At least I haven't seen it in any model that I've ever worked with.
I mean, it is just super impressive. I'd say the most impressive part is its ability to make errors and then fix those errors. And so when you kick off a task in Manus, you should be prepared for it to be going for a while. I asked it to write 2 games so far, and it took hours to do. And so look at all of this output. This is all the research that it's doing. So you could see it's actually creating different charts and graphs. And at the very end, we actually have a live dashboard. So if we click into it.
Now that's impressive. Its ability to go and take data and create graphs on the fly from it without prompts, just because it thinks that this is relevant data that you may need or want. I think that's impressive.
Here it is. This was created by Manus, all in one go. So here you could see the investment recommendations, the different financial performance and valuation analysis, market analysis, technical analysis. I mean, this looks absolutely gorgeous and was completely built by Manus. So they have a bunch of different examples. Here's one, trip to Japan in April. So we'll skip to the results. It's just replaying one that's already done. And so here's the 7-day itinerary. So day 1, arrival in Tokyo. Day 2, exploration.
Yeah, I'm not
3,
so impressed by that.
Gems. Really, really impressive. And it did a bunch of research on our behalf. And so it does have a benchmark. It has the Gaia benchmark, which it's only comparing against deep research, which I found interesting. And so we have level 1, level 2, and level 3. And
well, I mean, it makes sense. They're both 2 models out of China that, I mean, I don't think this is cost any money. It's made with open source tools. So, a lot of similarities.
In all 3, Manus Pass at 1 scored well above deep research, and level 2 about even, and then level 3 well above deep research. Now again, I find it very interesting that it's only comparing against deep research because it is so much more than just deep research, since it has its own environment, its ability to code, its ability to execute code. It can go browse the web similar to deep research, and just so much more.
Wow, I didn't know that. So that's one of the impressive things about it. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Now Jen on X says, so I simply asked Manus to give me the files, and it gave me their sandbox runtime code. So it is Claude Sonnet with 29 different tools.
So it is based on Claude.
It says without multi-agent, but I'm pretty sure it's using multi-agent. I think there's a manager agent, and I think that manager agent dispatches things to specialized agents to accomplish. It is using browser use, which is an open source framework to allow agents to control a browser. And the CEO of Manus actually jumped in and confirmed. It's not that complicated. The sandbox is directly accessible to each user. Each session has its own sandbox, completely isolated from other sessions. User can enter the sandbox directly through Manus's interface. And again, Manus is impressive because it is the most holistic use of AI that I've seen. It basically takes the best of everything we've seen out there and puts it all together in a really nice package. The code in the sandbox is only used to receive commands from the agent, so it's lightly obfuscated. The tool's design isn't a secret, and it says right here, multi-agent implementation is one of Manus's key features. When messaging with Manus, you only communicate with the executor agent.
Oh, okay. All right. So now I'm getting kind of a bigger picture of what's going on here. So I've heard of this chaining of agents before, to where you have a group of agents and they're all specified to do one unique task, right? And they do that task really well because that's all they are designed to do. And they just do that task. Kind of like, it reminds me of the Matrix and how the people in the Matrix talked about being a program and they're built for a particular task or a purpose. And without that purpose, they have no reason for being, right? So that's kind of how I see these what's going on here. It's a chaining of agents. So a bunch of different really specialized agents are grouped together. And then there's one agent who's built to just interface between you and those other agents. So what he's saying here, talking about the executor agent, that's the agent that you talk to, and then that agent relays that information to the other agents, or it picks the particular agents that it needs to do a particular task. I think that's really interesting and really cool. I think that's really cool. Let's go to the chat here real quick. Teslas are the new Ford Pintos. Oh boy. So, I got a Tesla story coming on later in the stream here. That's amazing. We never get insight into AI processes, and that's what's very interesting about this is that and the way that they lay it out. That's my biggest thing. It's one thing to give me a bunch of code on the screen and say this is all the information we're giving you. It's another thing to give you the information in a way that makes sense. And the way they did it with the checkboxes and it going through it like a to-do style list, that's understandable for most people, right? This reminds me of weather reporting. Lots of weather algorithms that make different predictions and then collect the different results. Right. I didn't know that's how weather reporting worked, but that's essentially what we're talking about here. And I think that's a very interesting way of handling and a very useful way of handling it. There is another service that does this. I talked about it on live a few months ago, where a gentleman, and this is basically another company doing that basically. So we've seen this before on the live. I forgot the name of that company and what that model was, but he essentially, the whole thing for this particular guy's model was that it was just an agent that talked to other agents, which is essentially what this is. An agent that has a group of agents that do specified jobs that it can call on to do different things. You know what I also equate this to? If you guys out there have done any programming, I equate this to object-oriented programming, right? Like you have these objects that are contained, these contained objects, right? That do certain things. They're code for certain things. Like this code may just be for pulling the file name from a file, right? And this other section of code may just be for going in and deleting information related to a particular file that's not there anymore, right? And you can call on those prompts whenever you need them. Like you can call on certain objects and containers when you need them in object-oriented programming, like C++. That's how I see this. Programming, instead of, you setting up the program to call on different objects to do certain things. And that's what this is basically doing, except it's all automated. And you don't have to do any programming. Very cool. All right. Let's go ahead and finish
Which
this up.
itself doesn't know the details of Knowledge Planner or other agents. I mean, this is just so cool. And we did use Browser Source's open source code, which is great. It's open source. That's the point. In fact, we use many different open source technologies, which is why I specifically mentioned in the launch video that Manus wouldn't exist without the open source community. We'll have a series of
I think that's super important too.
acknowledgements and collaborations coming up. I truly hope Manus itself goes open source, but I'm not holding my breath. But towards the end, he does say we'll be open sourcing quite a few good things in the near future. Now, although it's
All right, so now I have a pretty good handle on what this is. If you guys want more information, go ahead and check out that video from Matthew Berman. He does a really good job of explaining AI, technical AI things in a way that I can definitely understand, as is as is the case today. All right, let's go on to the next thing we have here, which is my terminal arrived. Matter of fact, let's bring up terminal. I'm gonna just go ahead and bring that up or pull it up here. I'm gonna go grab it. All right, so, oh, there we go. I was about to say, Sony, what are you doing? All right, so terminal. There we go. So this is terminal right here. For those who don't know what it actually is, I wish I could go over more. So this is terminal, and it's basically a e-ink display that just displays widget information essentially. It's perfect for me because, that was the idea, that it would be perfect for me because of, that's how I use a lot of my e-ink devices. I even set up a couple e-ink devices on whiteboards that just display particular information. They're off, but they have a screensaver mode that allows you to display information even when the device is off. And it's a function of e-ink displays because of their bistability nature of the pigment and the way that they move the pigment around. I think it's one of the best features of e-ink and an underused feature of e-ink, in my opinion. Devices like this right here take advantage of that particular bistable feature of e-ink. It's not a screensaver. It doesn't stay indefinitely. You can add a timer to it so it switches information in certain intervals. You can have certain widgets of information showing up with other widgets of information, so groups of information showing up together, which is what I'm trying to get working right now. But that's basically what terminal is. It's a way to display information in a low power way without needing LEDs, without needing much power at all. And I like that. And I like that in a package that's very minimal. So I did reach out to Terminal and got one of these here. And this is what we got here. So it's my initial thoughts, and I did an unboxing video, and I'm not gonna go through the whole thing right now, but I did want to mention the size of it, because that's an obvious thing. Once you see it, you don't realize what size. It's pretty small. So it's not super big. So it fits in the center of my MacBook Pro here, about the same width as the keyboard. But it's not big at all, and it doesn't really need to be, in all honesty. If you were planning on, someone in a Discord, eInk, I think she's in the chat today, brought up the fact that she thought she would be able to put it across the room and be able to see it from a distance, and that's not going to be the case with this, unless it's like covering, maybe the widget is covering the whole screen. You have that one widget up, but it's definitely something I'm getting used to. I'm not going to go in right now, but the web app. The fact that I just said web app should make you cringe, okay? The fact that I even had to say web app at all. But it did arrive. I did do the unboxing last night. That video will be up either tonight or tomorrow morning to give you guys a good look at the device and give you my full first impressions of it and what I thought. So yeah, definitely look forward to that. Next up, we have a Viwoods update. So Viwoods had an update, I think it was a day ago. So let's go ahead and check that out. So here we have a system update for the Viwoods eInk tablet. Oh boy, where are we at? 50. So for the Viwoods eInk tablet, and we're going to go over some of the features of this particular update right now. So system update version 3.5.5. This update introduces new features, resolves several unknown issues, optimizes the application's user interface design, and enhances user experience and system performance. Now, one of my big things about the Viwoods AI paper is redundancy. That's the thing I kept coming back to every time I worked with it and wrote anything down for it, was redundancy. A lot of the things in here are super redundant, and I'm hoping if they tone down the redundancy, like making a special app just for templates There's no need for that. There was making a special app just for screenshots. No need for that. Like, right. So, I mean, to me, it was a lot of redundancy in the particular system. A lot of good though. The Mobius display, the pen I thought was good. Could be better, but good. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this thing. Learning section added a highlighting function to the EPUB book section panel. Users can highlight selected content, which will be saved in real time in the highlights section of reading notes. The highlighted content can also be exported in PDF format. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. With the exported text available for copying and editing. That's also nice. It's kind of doing, what Readwise or another app that I'm looking at is doing. So, and we'll talk more about that in a couple weeks here once I've had a really good chance to take a look at both. EPUB text display now supports the addition of source hand serif. So we got fonts. More fonts. In the AI functionality for selected text, a dictionary and translation feature have been added. Responses will follow the format and standards of the existing dictionary and translation tools. That's interesting. Translation, man, that's really, really cool. The AI section adds support for selecting the reasoning model DeepSeek R1. Okay, so now they're adding DeepSeek, and I was not hating on DeepSeek when it first came out, but I was cautious of DeepSeek when it first came out. I still am, but it doesn't seem like the broader tech industry has any reservations toward DeepSeek at all. So I'm not really continuing my escapade against DeepSeek. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm super weary of what it does and how it does it, but the wide range adoption of it just makes me feel like, I'm worrying for no reason. So I'm done worrying about it. Paper section. The sidebar on the homepage now displays all tags, allows users to search, edit, rename, and delete, and manage tags. Wow. More efficient. I like that. The sidebar on the homepage now displays all tags. That's cool. Having a dedicated place for tags. I think, the Supernote does that. The Remarkable does that as well. So to have that added is getting on par with other systems. Daily section. Added a setting for the start day of the week with options for Monday. Okay, so that's another common thing that other systems have as well. Picking selection. Users can now freely select existing notes or continued editing when using the record option in the picking function. That's another thing I don't like, the picking function from the top left corner of the screen. I don't know. Handwriting. Introduce anti-aliasing. Okay, anti-aliasing is cool. They introduced in handwriting, but most people are doing that. Supernote just did that as well. Let's go to the chat real quick. Dr. Ling says, to me, OOP, object-oriented programming, is little more specific than this AI. This is more ML, machine learning, specifically softmax algorithms. I agree with that. I only meant in the way that it's compartmentalizing specific pieces of code. You know what I mean? It's just like the compartmentalization. There we go. That's what I was kind of comparing it to, the compartmentalization of object-oriented programming and this Manus iteration of an agent, where one agent has control of multiple different agents. And it just kind of picks which one it wants to use. Samsung wired earbuds, very comfortable. Okay. Samsung wired. I haven't had wired earbuds. I have these, like, they barely work anymore. I haven't bought wired ones in a while, but I always, even if my headphones have Bluetooth, I always make sure that they have a section where I can plug them in, because I feel like sometimes that you get the best sound, especially when you're editing. I want a terminal, but we'll wait for you and Ed's review. Ed's got his coming out soon. Ed's might be out today, actually. I think he mentioned in the Discord he's trying to get that out ASAP. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish this up here. So handwriting. We got the anti-aliasing. System language. Added support for Dutch, Italian, Portuguese, Korean, and Japanese. Awesome. System upgrade. Optimize the display of download and installation progress percentages. I guess they're trying to get more accurate with what's actually happening with their updates. Keyboard. Optimize keyboard speed for better responsiveness. Now, that's needed across the board in eInk devices, so good to see that they spent some time optimizing that. Enhanced content compatibility between AI Paper and AI Paper Mini. Always good to see compatibility between in-house devices. And we got bug fixes. All right, so not bad. I think the biggest things that I saw here were probably this highlighting section right here, which I think is very, very cool. It makes the use of, I guess you wouldn't need read. I guess you could use that read wise on here, but this is kind of the same functionality. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, chat? I think this is kind of the same functionality as what read wise would offer on these devices. And the translation. I think that's cool. I think that's the biggest thing, the translation. Everything else just the same. And the DeepSeek. You being able to use DeepSeek for your AI on the device. Now that's big. So yeah. All right. So the AI translation, good deal. I'm digging that. I'm digging the update. I'm gonna have to update that, and I'm gonna update the device, play with it for a little bit, and let you guys know how I feel about that. What else we got here on Is There a Docket? Oh, we got an adorable little eInk screen. Let's go ahead and check that out. Oh boy, where is it at though? Oh, where's that screen? Oh, there it is. Transition, please. Oh, my transitions. Oh, now they're not working. Oh, why and how? Oh boy, there it goes. I tricked myself. Okay, so this is the Alibaba Express device found by someone in Discord. Jay, thank you, Jay, for unearthing this. Jay unearths all kind of cool stuff. I'm gonna start going through the Discord and just picking out the best things we talk about in the Discord and just throw them in the live show too. I think that would be very interesting to get our topics that we talk about out there into the wider audience. But through any event, this is one of those gems that was unearthed by Jay in the Discord, and I thought it was too cool. A little adorable eInk screen. They even call it an eInk reader. What are you reading on that? I'm just gonna hurt myself trying to read anything on that, but it looks cool. I want to hold it now in my hand. That's the thing. I really want to just hold it, but that's where we are. That's where we are. All right, so what else we got here? Now, I'm going to do something a bit ambitious right now. Oh, first. Oh, oh, it doesn't even work anymore. Oh, now that I don't know what happens towards the end of the show. Yeah. Things just stop working right in the middle of the show. I'm going to have to see if I can get that fixed. Or maybe I can go into the settings and do something with that. I mean, not right now, but you know what I mean. Like, holy cow. Anyway, so I'm going to do something ambitious right now. I'm going to try to do a demonstration. And if this works out, maybe I'll do more of these kind of things live. But yeah, Tamagotchi screen, The Rock, that's exactly what that is. But yeah, we haven't gotten any. All right, we'll do that towards the end of the show. We'll decide. We'll decide Aaron, aka Mr. Media's fate at the end of the show, and we'll pick a sound and a stick or two. All right. So right now though, let's go ahead and get this. Do we have the iPhone screen over here? Let me put this up over here, and then I'll be right back. Oh boy, that didn't. I forgot. That doesn't. Okay, so for people who are saying that was Christmas music, I know. I have to change it. I just haven't gotten to it. I don't use that a lot, so I just forget that it's even there. We got to put a normal theme up. I get it. But let's see if this iPhone camera works here. Oh, it does. Okay, awesome. You can see me kind of back here too. Awesomeness. All right. And what we have here is, do we got this? Oh, we do have this. Oh boy. All right. So I've been working on this. Working on getting sound hooked up with this audio here, and I forgot I can't change that. I've been working on getting the sound hooked up with the video from the iPhone, so I can actually do or have some sound. Oh boy, this is not gonna work. So I can actually have some sound while I'm over there. So let's go ahead and see how this works out. iPhone. You should still be able to hear me now, and I should be able to walk around. Oh boy, this is pretty fun. I actually like this. Let's move this back. Okay, there we go. That's not bad actually. That's actually not bad at all. All right, so just going back to me real quick here. So to set this up, essentially what's going on is this is just me talking about my experience with 3D printers and like what I've experienced so far, and just to kind of get that information out there. Matter of fact, where are we at in the timeline? We're at 1 hour exactly. Good to go. Okay, so this is just to put information out there about my experience with the 3D printer that I bought, the Saturn 4 Ultra 16K from Elegoo. Saying their name makes me mad. We'll talk about that. But this is just a demonstration about what things I've learned in dealing with a resin printer. I'm not very knowledgeable on 3D printing. I'm just getting into it. But I am knowledgeable of working around chemicals and other things like that. Just to put that out there before we get over here and do this. So let's go ahead and over here, and I'll just kind of talk about what I've experienced. And we've got to go 10.3 right here. We got notes. We got notes to talk about. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Let's get over here. All right. I don't even know. Can we see me over here? All right, cool. All right, so this is the Elegoo right here. Let's put it over here a little bit more. Bam. Okay, so this is the Elegoo right here. I think you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? I think you guys can hear me all right. I'm looking at the levels over there. We should be good. All right, so this is the Elegoo right here, and it's a resin 3D printer, and I'm dealing with resin simply because I just want to make really sub-millimeter prints, among other reasons, but the main reason being sub-millimeter prints. That normal filament, aka my A1 Mini from Bamboo, it just can't handle that kind of fine, small detail. But this one supposedly can, right? So that's what we're looking at right here, the resin printers. That's like the main reason I chose resin. Resin is sticky. That's one thing I noticed. Resin is super duper sticky. I wish we could move this up here. Actually, I'm going to turn this on here. Resin is like super duper sticky, and that's not something. Well, I mean, I guess I should have realized that or known that. But if you're thinking about getting a resin 3D printer, just keep in mind there's a lot to deal with. It's sticky materials, corrosive materials. Just dealing with most things at all are going to be, something you're going to have to put gloves on and a mask and maybe even eyewear on for. Definitely get into your PPE because that's going to be super important. Can I put this back some more? Can we get me in the shot? Oh, can we? We probably can't. All right, am I in the shot? Oh boy, I should put glasses on. Let's get this straight. All right, this is the first. I haven't tried to do anything like this before, you guys. So, it's going through a check right now, a leveling check or it's going through a device self check right now. So I'll let this finish doing what it's doing, and then we'll talk more about what I've unearthed dealing with this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Resin tank status. Something's wrong. Let's do a retest. All right, this is the problem of doing a live. So it's calibrating a sensor now. All right, so it's going through its thing. It looks like it looks like it might complete it. I don't know. Nope, same thing. Okay, all right. So I'm going to take this thing out of here. Okay, so it seems not to not have any issue that I can see. Live demonstrations, I tell you. I tell you, live demonstrations are the bane. They are the bane. Okay, let's try this one more time. This is not going to be easy, clearly. Nothing ever goes right in a live demonstration. All right, so I'm just going to talk, while this does that, even if it doesn't complete its test, I'll figure that out later. But we'll get into what I found out. So, resin is sticky. No matter what you're dealing with, these chemicals are super super sticky, super corrosive, some of them, and you just have to be careful with them. Cleaning solution is not good. So I bought this. It's Elegoo polymer resin detergent, and it's like sticky. It itself is like slippery and oily and sticky. And for something that's you want to clean something, leaving it with a film of like oiliness and stickiness is like not good. So for me, I couldn't do it. So I ended up trying to put what I had back in here, and I went and bought IPA, isopropyl alcohol, 99%. So this is what I'm using for cleaning right now, and for cleaning the prints and for cleaning the equipment, because it doesn't damage anything, and it doesn't leave that oily, slippery residue that the detergent does. So that's a thing. So if you're thinking about this, IPA to me is definitely the way to go. I wouldn't spend the money on the Elegoo detergent. Other brands I don't know about because this is the only one I've ever bought, but yeah, take it into consideration. Cleaning the vat. So I'm going to show you guys the vat here. Let's bring this thing over here. Let's bring this thing over. Let's get to the chat. What is the chat saying real quick? Aaron says he loves how the notes are on 10.3. That's what's up, Aaron. That's what's up. When you switch to the iPhone view, it sounds like it came from the iPhone. It's because I'm using this lavalier mic. It's not all that good. It's okay. It could be better. All right, so the vat. So here we go with the vat here. And this is the Saturn 4 Ultra 16K here that we're talking about. And I got an error going on with the resin tank sensor, which, again, I'll figure that out. Anyway, this is the vat right here. So I'm going to say a couple of things about the vat. This is it right here. Ooh, whoa. Let's get this thing back a little bit. All right, so this is the vat right here that you're going to use to put where the resin goes. And the resin sits in here, and then you have a max fill line and a minimum fill line here. And I think that's because of the heating coil that's in here that heats the resin that's in this particular vat up. But yeah, so anyway, that's the vat. They don't give you any instructions on how to clean this thing. Like, I had to go on Reddit to figure out how to go about cleaning this, because I definitely was doing it the wrong way initially. And then I realized, bro, you can't clean it this way. There's got to be a better way or something else. Because, like I said, they don't mention that in the manual at all, period. Nothing about, they tell you have to clean it, but they do not tell you how. Turns out, though, a little bit of isopropyl alcohol on Kleenex or something like that, and just like move it around here until you loosen it up, or maybe even put a little bit of isopropyl alcohol in the bottom of the vat and just kind of move it around to break up the resin, and then take the Kleenex and kind of like clean it out and then wet the Kleenex with IPA to like do the finer cleaning. That's what I did to clean this, and it worked out really well. But yeah, so, and this thing right here is just a film. You could probably hear that. It's a really thin, transparent film, or translucent. It's not really transparent, but translucent film that attracts dust of all kinds. So you want to make sure that you really get in there and clean that really well before you do your prints or before you put resin in. So that's a thing. So let's go ahead and put that back in here. All right. So my first 3D print. So this is the plate right here. So this is the plate that the 3D prints print on right here. It's obviously upside down. It goes into the resin and kind of lifts out. It goes down. The light hits it. It prints a little bit of it, brings it up. It's that kind of movement all the way through your printing. But this is basically the build plate here. I had adhesion problems with the first print I ever did. The print fell into the vat, and I had to fish the print out after, which is why I had to clean the vat, because I wouldn't have taken the resin out. I would have just left it till I got done printing. But the print fell into the vat, and it wasn't a heavy print, so that let me know that the print didn't adhere to this plate very well. So I'm working on adhesion problems to the build plate as we speak. I think I just need to let the exposure time for the first few layers kind of go a little bit longer, so it kind of solidifies to the plate a little bit better. Or maybe even use supports. Let the support solidify to the frame or the plate, and then my 3D print gets built off of the supports, if that makes sense at all. But that's where I'm at with that. So my first 3D print didn't go very well. It fell into the vat, which is why I had to do the cleaning. But that brings me to the next thing that I wanted to talk about, which is the next issue I had. Let's just back this up a little bit. Okay. Oh boy, this is gonna work. Yeah, this will work. Oh boy, is it though? No, it's not. All right, that works. Am I in the shot? No. All right, guys, we're gonna get this eventually. All the demonstrations won't go this badly. Am I in the shot? Kind of. Not really. Did that fix it? It did. Okay. But you can't see the printer now. Oh my God. Oh boy. What happened? Okay, here we go. Is that better? It's not better. Okay. It doesn't matter if you can see me or not. I guess this is the point here is the 3D printer. Now, when I went to clear the vat out after fishing out my 3D print, I guess we're not going to be able to see me at all. After fishing my print out of the vat, right, what happened was I went to go and put the resin back into the bottle, which I got the resin back into the bottle. And then I went and I realized, okay, I don't want to use this at all because of how sticky it feels. I still have that on this brush right here. You can still feel it on this brush, and it's a detergent. Like what? Anyway, so I had to go put the detergent back in this bottle. So let me get this out of here. So this is the tray that I use for doing stuff right here. So I have the wash kit right here. And it was filled with the detergent that I have right here. So that was filled with the Elegoo detergent. But realizing that I didn't like this, I wanted to take it out of this container and put it back into here. So I took this funnel right here and put it in there. And then I went to go pour this, I went to go pour what was in here back into the detergent bottle because I wanted to go with the IPA. I put this in here, went to pour this into the detergent bottle, and it splashed. So it splashed all over stuff. So let me go ahead and show that now. Let me put this back down here. So in putting the detergent back into this detergent bottle with the funnel didn't overload, but it kind of burped and I didn't anticipate that. And when the funnel burped, it kind of splashed some of the liquid out of the funnel, and the liquid got on the desk, and it didn't harm my desk at all that I know of. But it did splash onto the device here. So let me just go ahead and show that. So it did splash onto the device here. And you can see that. You can see all of those marks right here. Now these marks right here are like divots where the detergent that splashed onto the device from the burp like ate into the plastic. It legit like ate into it. Like these are divots that you can, I mean, I'm not sure if you can see that. Let's check it out. Can we get close enough to it? Maybe not. Oh yeah, you can see that. You can see it. You can see that that's a divot. That's not like a mark. That's a divot to where the plastic has been eaten away and it left like a little indentation. And so that happened. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, like, why would the detergent? I'm thinking to myself, why would the detergent that they sell, this is Elegoo detergent with an Elegoo machine, why would that eat away at the plastic housing of the machine? I couldn't understand it. Like, I'm like, what is going on? So then I read the bottle, and I'm reading the bottle, and I'm like, okay, there's nothing on here that says it's corrosive. Matter of fact, it only has one paragraph on here. It says, skin contact, rinse immediately with soap and plenty of water for at least 15 minutes. Take off contaminated clothing immediately. Consult a physician if skin irritation or allergic reactions occur. Eye contact. Immediately flush eyes with plenty of water for at least 15 minutes. And consult a physician. Consult a physician. And then it says, in case of ingestion, immediately drink plenty of water, warm water, and induce vomiting. Gastric lavage, catharesis, I don't even know what that is, and consult a physician immediately. All right, so they're giving you all of these steps why you shouldn't get it on your skin and why you shouldn't drink it, right? And then it has the hazard markings on here. I'm not sure if we can see that. Can we see that? Those are the hazard markings. I know what a corrosive hazard marking is, and it shows a piece of metal being eaten away by a piece of liquid. None of those are it. This right here is environmental. This is fire. And this is caution. Like, use caution with this particular material, but none of this says that it's corrosive in the literature here or in the hazard markings. But as we can see, it's definitely corrosive because it just splashed on the 3D printer and ate away at the housing. So that's my 3D printer experience right there. All right, let's get back to the thing over here. All right, that went terribly. I could have done better. That could have gone better. Let's get to the chat real quick. That went on too. I'm telling you. How long did that go? Let's write this down. Oh, no, that wasn't long. That was only 20 minutes. That was only 20 minutes. The thing though that got me with this is that I'm just like, it's detergent that they specify on the site that you can clean their equipment with, that it cleans the resin that you buy off of stuff. And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, what if the resin spilt on the device? And that happens, like, right? I mean, it's resin that you're putting into the device. You're going to get a spill of resin on it. So if I were to go try to clean that resin off with the detergent that they sell, it will just have eaten away at the machine in every spot that it got. Whereas IPA, isopropyl alcohol, doesn't affect the machine at all. So I ended up cleaning the machine off with isopropyl alcohol after I realized the detergent was eating away at the plastic. Dr. Ling says, appreciate you sharing your growing pains. It is growing and pains. Now I gotta find out what's going on with the VAT sensor. All right, matter of fact, all right, so now, all right, let me find this, because this upset me too. I was highly upset about this. So I contacted them. I contacted Elegoo after all of this went down. And I sent them an email and saying, hey, your detergent is corrosive. It ate away at the housing of the machine. I'm within the return period. Can you just hook me up? Like, it doesn't say that it's corrosive and it damaged the machine. I know now, but I didn't know then, and there's no way to know. Let's just put out there what kind of response I got. Let's just put out. So this is the response I got from Elegoo. I felt so disrespected. I felt so disrespected. All right. So here we go. Let's just take a look at this. This is after me explaining to them what happened in the situation. All right, where we at here? Oh, that's the wrong one. All right, here we go. Hello, thank you for contacting Elegoo technical support. The cleaning agent is compatible with plastic or ABS and other materials to a certain extent. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. But it's not compatible or harmful to the human body or other materials. What? I just read the label where it says don't get it on your skin. If you ingest it, go to a physician. They were naming, you gotta make yourself a vomit. What? It's not harmful to the human body? It's not compatible or harmful to the human body or other materials. I don't even know what that means, people. I don't even know what that means. Going on. Please note that the cleaning agent spraying out is not a quality problem. If you want to replace it, you can buy it from us. My violence days are over. But I'm telling you right now, when I read that last sentence, if you want to replace, if you want to replace it, you can buy it from us. I wanted to reply like, say that to my face. That's the response I wanted to give to this guy. Like, bro, I dare you. Anyway, I was so mad. If you want to replace it, you can buy it from us. I was upset. And then regarding your request for a refund, I found that your order was purchased, blah, 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 which is more than 14 days since your first email. We are unable to provide you with a return or exchange service. Should I have expected anything less? Like, this is piss poor in the customer service department. This is how you don't want to handle things. I don't understand what him telling me that it's not harmful is just a lie. And I told him so in the response email. What did I say? Can we show that? Yeah, I did. So this was my response. Your reply telling me that I can buy another one from us was disrespectful and super creepy on your behalf. I'll sell this piece of trash before I have to deal with you and your company. But I'm not done complaining about your corrosive detergent that's not labeled as such. Telling me that it's not harmful when it clearly ate a hole in the plastic housing of the 3D printer is just a lie. Thanks for wasting my time and money. Rod. Oh, I was so mad. What can you do though? I'm going to Twitter. I'm going to Instagram. I'm going on TikTok. I'm going everywhere I can go. I'm going to complain about this detergent that's clearly corrosive and put on blast that this dude's email is saying it's not. Like, I got something to lie about. You know what's cool about this though? I got it on camera. I was making a love video for the 16K. I was going to show it so much love. Oh boy. Just wait. Anyway, I got it all on camera. I got it eating a hole in the, I got the splash happening. I got it eating a hole in the housing. I got me putting water on it to like neutralize the corrosion that's happening to my device. And then I recorded me putting or cleaning it with IPA to reveal the holes that are in the device. And then I got an email saying, it's not compatible or harmful to the human body or other materials. Word? That's a lie. That's a straight up lie. And I got proof. He didn't know I had the video. So I will be going everywhere. I feel like if you make a big enough stink, something will happen. I don't know. Maybe nothing will happen, but I'm going to make the biggest stink that Roger can make in 2025. We're doing it. We're definitely doing it. Let's go to the chat real quick. Rants about Elegoo. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. eInk. It's called Practice Rod. We got you. We are just glad you are here doing the thing. Perfect will come later. Absolutely. Yeah, we're still pushing towards that 3D printing with resin dream. Just not with this Elegoo. Unless I have to. It's called Practice. Oh, we got that already. Say that to my face. Please note it's not a quality problem. It's a rod problem. For real. That's what they're telling me. That's what they're telling me. All right, so that's the thing. That was the thing there. And I think I'm done. Oh, we're not done yet. We got Aaron's title and name. That letter was cap. Absolutely. Straight cap. So Aaron, what do you think, Aaron? AKA Mr. Media. What would you like? Is Aaron still here? It's hard to tell sometimes. If you're still here, Aaron, what would you care for your title to be? And then does anyone have a suggestion for Aaron's title and icon? We got sound to do too. Let's get this. Let me see if I can get this Discord working. Oh, people are writing in the Discord. Oh, my bad. I missed you this morning, Mike. I was writing up stuff this morning when you threw something into Discord. I want to pull up the boost though. So we're trying to get to the point, so there we go. Bam. Okay, there we go. Let's get to this desktop. Okay, so, oh dang, that's the wrong one. Discord? That didn't work either? Okay, no doubt. Let's see if we can get this Discord up. Oh, there we go. That worked. Okay, there we go. All right. So we got the Discord thing up. So basically, we're at perk 2. So we got 36 sounds. So we want at least one sound today. If we can come up with one sound today, that would be awesome. We got 150 emoji slots. So if you guys want to throw an idea for an emoji, that would be great too. Server banner, we already took care of that. Stage, audience, on Saturday we have there's an event. If you guys are in the Discord, there's an event scheduled for Saturday. I'm trying to get as many people as I can to the soundstage so we can test that soundstage out. I'm trying to test all of the streaming services or perks that we get available to us on Discord to see if they'll work for our live stream. We got 150 custom stickers, or I said 150. We have 30 custom stickers, so it'd be nice to get one of those into the mix today. Excuse me. So stickers, sounds, emojis, and titles. Any ideas, you guys? I'm gonna put one in each live stream, whether I choose it or not. I'm just gonna try to fill these out because we got the slots, so I feel like we should fill them out, especially the sound stuff. I got a few sounds on the soundboard right now, but to have some suggestions for some other ones would be nice. Well, if we this is what we'll do. I'm gonna throw this in the chat. We got. I've called Aaron Mr. Media for the longest. Want to just go? Should we just go with Mr. Media? I don't know what the icon would be for media though. What would that icon look like? Should we ask Gemini? Let's ask Gemini. Let's go back here. Let's ask Gemini what we should do. He said, Manta Slayer, since I'm always defending the 10.3 against the Supernote at Elites. Listen, we can go with Manta Slayer. And we can also change it over time too. As long as you have a title, we can always change it. I won't be giving out new titles, but if you have one already, we can definitely change it. Goat Rider. Night Goat Rider. And you what? Mr. Media works great. Go 10.3 Rider. Wow, that's hilarious. You are lying, Dr. Ling. Oh, no. That was BM that said that's a moon crater. That's interesting. All right, so if there's no objections, we'll do Mr. Media. But now we gotta find an icon now. Let's ask Gemini. And unless you guys got one, you got a good icon that would go for Mr. Media. All right, it says I need. Whoa, I didn't even spell none of that right. I need a Discord icon for one of the members whose Discord icon for one of the Discord members. Well, maybe I should capitalize that. Members who goes by Mr. Media. Let's see what AI says. Manta Slayer is not bad. I'm not gonna hold you. Manta Slayer isn't bad at all. Maybe we'll copy this and throw Manta Slayer in there. A stylized M, a microphone icon. Oh, the microphone icon isn't bad at all. I actually like that. A play button or pause button. Or you know what we the goat. The goat would be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Just looking at that makes me want to makes me want to laugh. A play button was cool. Retro television screen, a film reel is kind of cool too. Stylized news sticker, cartoonist characters, a stack of digital screens. Oh, that's kind of cool. A stack of digital screens, but you wouldn't be able to see that though on an icon. Okay. I like that microphone one. Yeah, I absolutely like the microphone. If we don't do the goat, we'll definitely do the microphone. All right, so we got that done. All right, we got that done. So we got Aaron, aka Mr. Media, out of the way. A CD for the icon, that's cool too. That's cool too. Let me throw that on the list. Mike. All right, all those are cool. We'll make a decision on that. What about sounds? What kind of sound we want to add to the soundboard? And now these are sounds I think we can all kind of use. I think we can have sounds attributed to or linked to someone entering, coming, and going from Discord, which I think is kind of obnoxious. But It's just, I don't know. If you guys like that, we can add sounds to that. But these sounds are used for a multitude of things on Discord, it seems like. I care about them because it gives me access to sounds during the live stream. That's why I care. So, what do you guys think? I think, what sounds have I added already? Let's go back to the Discord, actually. The sounds that I've added already. Oh, that's not there. Oh, where's the Discord? Oh, there we go. Okay. I've added some sounds already. Does it give me access to the soundboard? I don't think it does. I think I've added like, I added an applause sound, an applause. So we got that going. Goat 10-3. Dr. Ling, I like it. A screaming goat. Let me see if it, that's funny. Let's. I actually want to see that. Let's take a look at that. A cartoonist image of a screaming goat. I don't know why that's so funny, but it is. Oh, come on, Gemini. I don't take forever, dude. Oh, wow. Holy cow. I wasn't expecting that. Something less detailed and more cartoony. Whoa, I didn't even write that right. Oh, well. Why are screaming goats hilarious? I don't know why. Oh my God, why are screaming goats hilarious? All right, we're done. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I gotta get this off the screen. All right, there we go. Oh man. Oh, that was. Oh, that was too much. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay, back to back to seriousness. You know what? Maybe we should add. Maybe the sound we should add is a goat screaming. Let's go back to the goat. Let's go back to the goat. Oh my God. Maybe the sound we should add is a goat screaming. Okay, all right. I'm done. Okay, yeah, that's the sound we're gonna add. We're gonna add a goat screaming. That may or may not be Aaron's icon, but that's definitely gonna be a sound bite. Oh man. Oh, all right. Okay. All right, so we got the sound. We got the title, we got the icon, and now we just need, what kind of emoji should we put up there? You know what? A screaming goat is the emoji. There we go. We got them all. We got the emoji, we got the sound, we got the title, we got the icon. Perfect. We're golden. We're golden. Thank you guys for humoring me throughout all of that. We didn't go too long today. It was fun though. It was a good time. Terminal video coming, so don't forget about that. What else we got here? Yeah, I'll have these things up in Discord by tomorrow. They'll be up by tomorrow. Let's get this. Let's get the outro going. Oh man, that was awesome. That was awesome. That was a good show. That was a good show. I wasn't anticipating going in. Oh my God. I got coal in my eye from crying. Oh boy. Whew. Okay, so me too, Dr. Ling. I'm so glad you came. Without you, there would be no screaming goats. There would be no. All right. Oh man. Why is that funny? I don't know. I don't know why that's funny, but it is. Okay. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. To whenever. Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern time till kind of whenever. We have this Saturday, we've got the group event happening. So if you're in the Discord, check it out. If you're not in the Discord and you're a member of the channel, go to the members post. Join the Discord from there. We have a link there. And the following Saturday after that, we have I haven't even told Aaron this, but Aaron, you're going to be matched up against Ed. It's going to be a 10.3 versus the Manta head-to-head. I'm going to moderate. I'm going to be the moderator. There's going to be a debate happening between Mr. Media Aaron and Ed over at Rants About Change. And we'll host that here on the channel. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I will see you all Friday. Peace. Oh, I'm going to get me a stream deck. I'm tired.